So how do you? So if somebody is like they've worked out seemingly properly, they've eaten a clean diet, and they're still having a tough time losing weight as a result of having Hashimoto's. What do you tell them? Like, what's first course of action would be to get kind of diagnosed and then follow the protocols you mentioned, or are there other things that they should avoid or start doing to help the process of losing weight?
One of the biggest kind of contributing hormones to weight with thyroid disease is actually the adrenal hormones.
Sure.
So people with thyroid disease almost always have adrenal dysfunction. So whenever I test my clients, I found that about 90% of them are going to be in either stage 2 or stage 3 adrenal fatigue, where they basically are whatever in their bodies is causing them so much stress, whether it's sleep deprivation, blood sugar imbalances, hidden infections, or just stress, psychological stress, that they end up using up all of their cortisol. And then they have these very low levels of cortisol around. And then their body basically goes into conservation mode. So my biggest tips for that, and I've seen women who will work so hard. They'll try to do, they'll try to walk for a few hours a day. They'll go to the gym. They'll be on these very low calorie diets. They'll be eating very, very clean. And they'll be like, oh my gosh, I just weighed myself and I weigh 3 more pounds today than I did like 3 days ago. What's going on here?
Yeah.
And it's that whole stress response of thinking that we're in a dangerous situation. And then the thyroid says, let's slow things down. Let's hold on to things. So I actually recommend for people who are having these problems with weight and thyroid to do the following things. Try to sleep as much as you can. So I would say for 2 weeks, if you can go to bed by 9 p.m. and then commit to sleeping for 10 to 12 hours every night, that would be amazing. That can really help to restore some of those things. Cut out, if you're somebody that's exercising a lot right now, cut back on the exercise. So I've had clients who cut back on exercise when they were in these advanced stages of adrenal fatigue, and lo and behold, they start actually losing weight. And the other part of that is make sure that you're getting enough nutrients on board. So make sure that you're eating really good quality food and you're not restricting yourself. So sometimes if you're doing the low carb thing, you may not be getting enough calories on board, and you may not be having enough carbs to really keep you satisfied. So those are 3 things, and they sound kind of counterintuitive, right? That you need to sleep more and then you need to eat more and then be less stressed, and that will help you gradually lose weight. And that to me is kind of the first thing that I would recommend before you do anything else. And that can make a big difference. Just really getting enough sleep and eating enough can really reset your adrenals, and then let your body know that it's not in danger. It doesn't have to hold on to every single pound of you.